I just watched the new Biggest Loser documentary, and as someone who was 330 pounds, battled with my health and my body for most of my life, this was kind of hard to watch. What a lot of people don't know is that the year before I finally started my own weight loss journey, I actually had an application ready to submit for the Biggest Loser. That's how desperate I was. Felt like I had tried everything, I had failed at everything, and maybe that was the only shot I had left. Being 300 pounds, I was dealing with severe medical issues, I was in constant pain, and I just had no hope left. I hated how I felt in my body. I hated that simple things like walking upstairs and fitting into clothes and fitting into certain chairs all felt like a battle. And I thought, okay, if I could just get on that show, maybe they could fix me. That was the mindset that I was in, that someone else had to save me because I couldn't save myself. Watching this documentary now, years later, after losing 160 pounds on my own, I kept asking myself, why were we so surprised that so many of the contestants gained the weight back? You just look at what they were put through, and none of it reflected what a realistic, sustainable, healthy life looks like. Insane exercise for hours and hours, extreme restriction, verbal abuse, being humiliated, and then expected to walk away with long-term results. Everyone says move more, eat less, but I really think it's about something so much more than that. You need to heal your relationship with food. You need to face the emotions behind why you eat, and then you actually need to build those habits so that you keep this going long term. And I know this because that's the only reason why I've been able to keep my weight off all this time. I get why people signed up for that show. I get the desperation, because when you're in a bigger body, when you feel invisible, when you feel like you're suffocating inside your own skin, you think, okay, what I would do to just be skinny or finally be accepted. And back then, I probably would have said anything. I had already tried every diet pills, shakes, going to bed hungry, hours of cardio, restricting, cutting out everything I loved, and I thought that that was the sacrifice I had to make to deserve a different body. And that's why the show resonated with so many people, because it mirrored that desperation that we've all felt. What nobody wants to admit is that the way you lose the weight matters. Because yeah, you can lose 100 pounds fast, but if you don't learn how to actually live a normal life while you're losing it, you will gain it all back, because that foundation was never there in the first place. I didn't lose 160 pounds by not eating or punishing myself in the gym. I lost it by showing up every single day, even when it was slow, even when I wanted to quit, and learning how to build a life I could actually maintain. And that's why I've been able to keep it off. I think about the version of me who almost applied to the Biggest Loser. She wanted to be fixed. She wanted the shortcut. She thought that suffering was the only way to get thin. Watching this documentary reminded me why I coach the way that I do now. I don't believe in extremes. I don't believe in shame. I believe in teaching women how to eat like normal people, how to enjoy their lives and still make progress, and how to stop swinging between that all or nothing and actually build trust with themselves again. Because weight loss alone will not solve your problems. And I know that firsthand. I personally know those insecurities and that pain and that shame, and they followed me even after I lost the weight. The only thing that really changed was doing the deeper work on my self-worth, my self-acceptance, and learning how to live in peace with my body.